One of the biggest mistakes I see business owners make is trying to solve financial problems with the wrong level of support. Some business owners need organization, some need decision support, and some are ready for strategic financial leadership. But most people don't actually know what stage they're in. So they stay stuck trying to DIY things that are already costing them so much time, clarity, profit, and most importantly, confidence as a CEO. Over the last 11 years at Kickstart Accounting Group, working with thousands of business owners, we've noticed that there are three major phases business owners move through financially. And I want to be clear, this is not a straight line, and this is not based on revenue alone. This is based on how they lead, how they use their numbers, and how they make business decisions. Once you understand which stage you're actually in, you stop consuming random financial advice and start getting the right support for where your business is at today. Hello, and welcome back to CEO Numbers Network. I'm Danielle Hayden, reformed corporate CFO and founder of Kickstart Accounting Group. This podcast exists to help business owners stop guessing with money and start making strategic CEO level decisions with confidence. Today, I want to walk you through the three phases we see business owners move through: foundation, empowered, and elevation. Because each stage requires something completely different. I'm talking different support, different conversations, and different level of leadership. The first phase is foundation. This is where most business owners realize I can't lead a business confidently if I don't trust my numbers. This stage is about getting organized, getting visibility, and creating clarity. Your books might be behind. You may not know if QuickBooks is actually accurate. You might be relying a little bit too much on automation and AI. You also might avoid looking at your numbers altogether because every time you do, it feels stressful and overwhelming. I want to normalize that for a second because we see this every single day. This is not a shame conversation. This is about support. At this stage, the goal is very simple. Let's get organized, get accurate financials, start receiving reports consistently, and begin learning how to read the story your numbers are trying to tell you. You cannot make strategic CEO decisions from financial chaos. And this is where Kickstart Accounting Group was created. I realized when I started this business 11 years ago that I was trying to build budgets and have strategic conversations with business owners, but we were missing the most important step: bookkeeping. We have to have clean, organized, accurate books in order to make strategic CEO decisions. All right, the second phase is empowered. This is where business owners move from, what does all these numbers mean, to how do I use these numbers to lead as a CEO? So in this stage, your bookkeeping is organized, you're receiving reports consistently, on time, every single month, and now you're starting to use your financials to make business decisions. Can I afford to hire? Should I increase my pay? Is this actually profitable? What am I saving for taxes this year? Where is cash leaking from my business? And this is the heartbeat of CEO Numbers Network. These are the conversations we're going to continue to have every single week. We are not doing bookkeeping tutorials. We are not going to have surface level conversations. This podcast has real conversations about how CEOs use their numbers to make smarter business decisions. We have to have clean, accurate bookkeeping delivered every single month to your inbox so that you can learn how to use that information, so you can learn how to read a P&L, a balance sheet, and a cash flow statement so that you can then step into your role as a CEO. All right, I want to talk about the third phase. This is elevation. And this is where business owners are starting to realize, I don't want to make these decisions alone. I don't want to be so reactionary. Bookkeeping is amazing. It shows us what just happened in our business. At the elevation stage, this is where CEOs become visionaries because you want the deeper level analysis, better forecasting, strategic planning, profitability by department, service, revenue stream. You want financial leadership, not just financial reports. And this is where our Premier and CFO services, this is where they come in. Because at a certain stage, growth without financial strategy starts creating all this pressure instead of freedom. The businesses that scale sustainably are not making decisions based on instinct and emotions alone. They're using data, asking themselves what just happened, plus forecasting and strategic financial leadership to guide the vision and growth of their business intentionally. No matter where you are at in your journey, I want you to hear this. You do not ever need to become a bookkeeper to become a great CEO. But you do need financial clarity because the longer business owners stay disconnected from their numbers, the more expensive that disconnect becomes. More stress, more guessing, more reactive decisions, and missed opportunities. So if today's episode helped you recognize where you are financially, I want to invite you to take the next step. If you're in the foundation stage and need help getting organized, our team can help you clean up your books, trust your numbers, and finally build financial clarity. If you are doing your own bookkeeping and you're not sure if it's right or not, we can also help you check your books so that you know where the holes and weaknesses are so that you can make the best decision for your business moving forward. If you are empowered and want stronger support around decision making, then this is exactly what we help business owners do every single day with our Kickstart bookkeeping. And if you're in elevation and ready for CFO level guidance, custom analysis, forecasting, and long-term planning, I'd love for you to connect with our Envision CFO team. You can learn more about all of these services at kickstartaccountinginc.com. We're in this for the long game. And my goal is to help you build a business that is healthy, sustainable, and profitable. It supports the life that you actually want to live. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you on the next episode of CEO Numbers Network.